Rutgers at the time was definitely right on the brink of being, a power. I mean, Coach Young and the '76 team put the program on a national scale. If you were a player and you wanted to play big time basketball and on the East Coast, Rutgers was definitely, a school that, you would look at without question.
Number 20, Kevin Black. And number 24, Brian Ellerbe.
The UNC game, I ended up, that was my first college start against Carolina, #1 in the country in Madison Square Garden. So I was kind of thrust into that spotlight. I can remember how long and talented Perkins and Worthy were. That was different. And the whole stage at Madison Square Garden. The one thing I do remember was prior to the game, my mom and one of my older brothers came into the garden, and Coach Young said, "Hey, I'm starting Brian today. I hope he's ready." And my brother said, "Oh, he'll be ready. I hope you're ready." I remember that. I was like, "Oh shit, you better play well then."
The freshman getting a chance to start in the absence of Rich Brunson.
This freshman, number 24, Ellerbe, is a heck of a basketball player and as strong as anybody could possibly be that playing the point guard.
Well, he's built like a tailback.
We battled them. They were, obviously, very, very good.
By Doherty, plays to Hinson. Underneath it goes. Ellerbe uses his muscle to get it up and in.
That's right, Marty.
Down by 8. They've cut the Carolina lead at 4, 29-25. We've got 15 and a half to go in the game. Doherty in the middle, upstairs to Jordan. Tip up and in by Sam.
What a beautiful move by Perkins after Jordan had missed it. He just rolled it in from over the top.
Carolina has opened it up to a lead of 10. To the breaking Doherty. Got it.
That's a beautiful play. Jimmy Black deserves all the credit.
Long by Jordan, wraparound dribble, and it goes to Black to Doherty. Carolina absolutely rolls in the second half to win it in a cakewalk over Rutgers.
But that game was different. Playing the #1 team in the country, and I've been familiar with Michael, in the McDonald's game as a high schooler, and during my college days, freshman, sophomore year, both played against Michael Jordan.
Here's a steal by Michael Jordan. He can get it.
The young man from Wilmington has turned it on.
It was interesting. Even in the McDonald's game, he was one of many. I wouldn't say he was the guy in the McDonald's game with Patrick and Dreiling, and Sherrod was like unreal. That kid could really play. And then we had Adrian Branch and guys like that. He was definitely, part of that group, but head and shoulders at that time when we were freshmen, not yet. But obviously you see it evolve throughout the year.
There's Jordan again. He double clutches it up and in. Jordan's show is on to rave reviews in New York.
Chemistry, I think, is a big part of it. They obviously had a great team, and he was a great talent. But I think chemistry has a lot to do with it as well. Style of play, a lot of those things go into it. For him to blossom like he did at Carolina and win the national title that year. The Carolina game, the first start, sure you got butterflies. I was always taught if you don't have butterflies, you're not a player. That means you got a heartbeat, you're living. Bananas, scared? No. Excited? Yeah. Wanting to make sure you execute so I can keep my job and play more minutes? Yeah. You concentrate on the things that, we're going to give you minutes so you stayed on the floor. So I remember those type of things. But, afraid now.
Bye.